want to thank the chairpersons who have arrived very early. Thank you for keeping time. Actually, this one has shown us that there's something good coming out of you. In our presence right now, we have Honorable Byarugaba Godfrey Adieri Wale Kuija. We have Honorable Tom Kwesi. Thank you for coming. At Mudogwaluyira, ekyo kyamaanyi nnyo nyina okiteekako. Mudogwaluyira. Then also have Honorable Kiria Moses. Thank you for coming. Now, as we told you, we are starting at exactly 9, and this is the time where we are starting. Ladies and gentlemen, I now hand you over to the team. Thank you.
Thank you so much. A very blessed and a good morning, Masindi District and viewers across Uganda. Welcome to Masindi Decides 2026, the official LC5 chairperson debate. Today, 4 candidates sitting to lead Masindi District will answer tough, issue-based questions touching education, health, and social accountability. I think I will request my co to introduce the panel before we proceed.
All right, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen that are in the house, our contestants. A very good morning to you all. Good morning, Uganda. Good morning, Masindi. Yeah, today we sit here for the Masindi Decides Contestants Debate 2026. And I want to take the absolute honor to welcome you all, but also to invite you to be a part of this debate as we're going to be making meaningful impact so that we can have our voters make the right decisions for the candidates that they choose to put in power. So we have the Honorable Byarugaba Godfrey, Byarugaba Godfrey, that is who is on the NRM ticket. And we also have Mr. Mudogwaluyira, that is Chiwesi Tom, who is on the NOP ticket. But also we have Kiria Moses, who is independent. Thank you so much for being on this panel. But also we expect to have Wosobozi Patrick. We hope he will be joining us shortly during this debate. So I would like to take you through the rules of this particular debate. One, we were supposed to be here by 8 up to 10, but we are very sorry that we're going to do this from 9 up to 10 so that we're in position to catch all the other sessions of the debate. One, you're going to have the opening statements, and each one of you has 4 minutes in your opening statements. We're also going to have the thematic debate areas. My chief moderator has been in position to mention that we're going to be looking at education, social accountability, and health. Yes, those are the areas that we're going to be tackling in this particular debate. Then we shall have the audience with the Q&A, that is the question and answer, that will take also 10 minutes. And finally, we shall have our closing statements from our candidates, and that will take 8 minutes. So we're going to be here for strictly 1 hour, and we hope we shall enjoy the debate. The rules are, number 1, we expect to, as candidates, to be very organized. That means you cannot speak while another candidate is speaking. Then secondly, we expect you to be in position to respect the time. That means if you hear that the bell, okay, the stop clock, that means your time is up, and we will kindly respect the time. Then third, we expect that as we are speaking, we do not expect to attack each other. So that means we respectfully, as debaters, as candidates, be sure to respect each other's submissions. Those are very, very simple rules, and we hope that we shall have a very, very successful debate. Ladies and gentlemen, in a minute, we shall be getting started. I will hand you back to the chief moderator.
Thank you so much, my co-moderator, for that introduction. And I believe all our viewers and those that are physically here are now able to know who we have on our today's panel. So we shall directly start because we are already time-bound. And I also expect our candidates to hit the nail on the head. So, in 3 minutes, for each candidate, you will tell us why you are the best suited candidate to lead Masindi district. In 3 minutes, you tell us why you are the best suited candidate to lead Masindi district under the leadership position of the local council 5 Masindi district. Thank you. I think we shall flow and start from our colleague, that is Mr. Biarugaba Godfrey, sorry. So we shall start with you. In the 3 minutes, you'll be able to tell us and tell the nation, tell Masindi district, why you are the best suited candidate that they can have.
Thank you very much, moderator. Biarugaba Godfrey are my names. I want to appreciate this day. I want to appreciate this innovation of the debate. I'm the best suited candidate to lead Masindi because, one, I'm qualified to be a leader. I'm qualified to be an certified chairperson of Masindi. I possess the highest level of experience. I've worked with Masindi's local government for close to 20 years as a civil servant, and I've worked under various leaders, and I feel I've learned enough to make a very good leader. 2, I hold the most comprehensive manifesto. I've traveled widely in Masindi, and I feel I have enough feel to answer the problem of Masindi. 4, I'm the most sober person to handle the problem of Masindi. At the moment, Masindi has passed through turbulent times. I feel I can organize Masindi very well and give it the good leadership it deserves. I have, in my reading, I have read leadership, and I'm able to practice leadership practices to the best of my ability. I want to tell the people of Masindi that I have never been involved in any activity that has derailed the development, the peace of Masindi. One of my cardinal principles, my manifesto, I want to profess peace and harmony in Masindi, and it's one of my cardinal things that brings me into leadership. One of my other principles, I want to bring good working relationship among the leaders of Masindi for effective service delivery in our hospitals, in our roads, in our schools, in the agriculture sector. All these, during my course of service at Masindi's local government, I've encountered the practical situations that make me a good candidate to practice what I've been doing as a civil servant. I have the ability to take well the processes that are practiced at the local government level because of my experience as a local government leader. With that background, I feel I'm a very good candidate to lead Masindi. I thank you.
He has been a very good timekeeper. He has been a very good timekeeper, and we truly believe that is the way you will drive Masindi district. Okay, now come to our second candidate. All those that are online and offline. You tell them why you are the best suited candidate to lead Masindi district on the ticket of the LC5 chairperson.
Thank you, moderators. My name is Tom Chiwes Mudogwaluira Mukulungu by clan. So I'm suitable to be chairman for Masindi. Why? Because I'm mature enough, I'm a local person, and even Masindi, they are local people. So I'm eligible to lead them because we are equal. Secondly, I want to train them because some people in Masindi, they are not trained in terms of agriculture, and also Masindi district, their income is agriculture. So I need to train them, and I hope they are going to benefit from me. Thirdly, we need at least to promote schools. When you compare with the other districts, with the Masindi, so there is a big difference. So I want to join them to understand what they are doing, what in the next districts doing. Thirdly, I think that's the point I have, moderator.
Okay, thank you so much.
The rest you are going to find in my manifesto.
Very well. So you can pass on the microphone to the next candidate. So Mr. Kiria Moses, in 3 minutes. I also hope they won't reach because other candidates have managed their time hitting the nail on the head. So in 3 minutes, why do you think you are the best suited candidate to lead Masindi district as their leader on the ticket of that local council 5 for this district? Why do you think you're best suited?
Thank you very much, moderator. My name is Moses Kiria. A candidate for LC5, and I feel I am the best among all these because, one, leading a district which involves technical people, graduates with masters and above, it needs somebody who has gone to school, who can understand and interpret and therefore manage this team of elites. Among all these candidates, I am the most educated. Two, I'm not just jumping into leadership like the rest candidates are doing. I have been in political leadership throughout my life. I led the youth of Masindi, starting with the sub-county. Later, I graduated to the district when I was still at Makerere University. When I left the university, I worked for a short time with non-government organizations. Later, I came back into political leadership. I have been representing the people of Karujubu to the district council for the last 3 terms. And I have been coming unopposed. So the fact that you can lead the people, you can get the trust of the people for 3 consecutive terms, leaving you unopposed, then there must be trust. It cannot happen out of blue. That one proves my ability that I can be trusted and lead effectively. In the 3 terms that I've represented the people of Karijubu in the district council, the last 2 terms in council, I have been the speaker of the district. The position that I still hold. I have been the youngest. I was the youngest in that council. The first time I came, I was made the chairperson of the finance team that I led effectively, managing and interpreting the budgets on behalf of the district. Later, in the second term, I was made a speaker of the district, despite the fact that I was the youngest. I did my work and effectively ran the district council. When I came back for the 3rd term, despite the increase in the number of the capacity of council, doubling actually, the members of council still insisted that Kiria is the best to lead us as a speaker of the district. This is not so easy to happen. In fact, in the records of the district, I have been the first to lead the council for 2 terms. What does that one mean?
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Kiria Moses.
Yeah.
Your time is up. Ladies and gentlemen, that are watching us live on Okem TV, thank you so much for keeping it live on Okem TV. But also our candidates, thank you so much for those opening statements. And also the audience, thank you so much for joining us for this Masindi Decides 2026 contestants debate, but also the local council 5 debate. All right, so I'll be starting with you on these thematic questions. Of course, we're going to be starting with education. Now, you did mention Honorable Kiria, Mr. Kiria. I am told they're not yet honorables. Yes, they are still misters. All right. So you mentioned that you are the most educated on this panel. Maybe just to understand, when you say most educated, what do you mean most educated? Could you elaborate?
If I started presenting my CV, it may take long, but briefly, I possess a Bachelor of Science in Natural Resource Management of Makerere University.
Okay.
I possess a postgraduate diploma in climate change of Makerere University. I am a qualified lawyer. All this proves my academic credentials, and I'm sure none of my colleagues qualify to that level.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that brief background. Now, being the most educated, I hope this question really suits you. Now, despite the UPE and USE, many children in Masindi district still drop out of school due to long distances, lack of classrooms, teachers absenteeism, and indirect costs borne by parents. Okay. As LOC5 chairperson, what specific actions will you take at the district level to ensure education is truly accessible and affordable for all children across Masindi district?
The provision of the Education Act in Uganda provides that there should be at least a primary school in every parish. We have done to do that as a district. So far, our coverage goes to 80%. We need to ensure that it reaches 100%, that there is a primary school in every parish. But there are also other parishes that are slightly big, that one school is not enough. So we may need to put in more effort to make sure that we give in more schools in areas where the parishes are big, to make sure that we cover up that problem of having long distances of pupils to access school. 2, the law provides that every sub-county should have a community or a secondary school. We have so far done that. I think we are now at 60% in Masindi. Currently, we are constructing more, 3 secondary schools to cover up, but there are other sub-counties that do not have. One among those is Karujubu. We have Miria and Kijunjubwa. So it is upon us to make sure that we do a lot of lobbying with government, identify land and have them leased, because it is one of the conditions for you to get funding from government, and have these schools provided to avoid the long distance. We have 2 categories of schools. We have the accessible and hard to reach schools. The hard to reach schools gives us a reason for us to lobby and make sure that we provide accommodation to the staff in those respective schools, so that the teachers are readily available at a time when need be. Resources are always not enough, because we base on what the government provides. But how?
And I would like to first ask one question. Being a leader coming from Karujubu division, and not only for 1 year, meaning you have much more influence among your people. So there are 3 terms. Those are how many years? 15. And still, we have still failed to get a school, as you've said. So what is it that you've pushed? What is that agenda that you've tried to push in those 3 years, and it has still failed to come up on the side of education in your division?
Thank you. You see, when you go into leadership, some people say, I will do this, I will do this, which sometimes is very wrong, provided depending on the time it is provided. But as far as I talk now, we identified land for Karujubu Seed School in Kihuba Ward. We had to make it leased, get a title in the names of that respective school. And after that, we submitted and lobbied for money. We have been allocated 2.1 billion. And as I speak now, the contractor is being identified to have the school launched and the construction begin. So that's how far we are. And I'm very hopeful that in the next financial year, we shall have the school built.
So basing on the long distances you hinted on, will it be easily accessible to all the people of Karujubu division?
Unfortunately, the mapping of Karujubu disturbs a lot. Take an example, starting from Zebra, Kinyara side at the boundary, then you come up to Kiema. Locating that school in Kihuba may not help the people or somebody coming from the other side of Kibona Ward. So, but it is important to start. What we have done as leaders is to let the school be in Kihuba Ward, so that it has already started. The one of Karujubu is operating. We so far have about 330 students, senior 1 to senior 3. And the Kihuba is also running as the constructions begin. So we are going to have 2 schools to make sure that accessibility is balanced for the entire division. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. This goes to Mr. Biarugaba. I hope I've mentioned it right. Godfrey. So, basing on still the same issue of education, I pose a question to you. District leaders often blame the central government for failures in education. What practical actions can you personally take locally without waiting for Kampala to improve education outcomes?
Thank you very much, moderator. As chairperson LOC 5, I feel most of the planning and strategic decision-making lies with the district. One, as a district, we have the mandate to decide on what to do. We make our work plans. We decide on the priorities. The moment the priorities are well set, then all should move very well. As chairman of LC5, I have the feeling that, one, we have had a problem with Masindi. We have not had the ceiling of teachers hit. Our district service commission has not been performing very well because of the infighting at the district. And as a result, you find most schools are lacking teachers. The teacher-pupil ratio is not as per the acceptable standard by the ministry because of the problem with the district, and they are doing their work to teach our people. Two, in my manifesto, I'm going to have a data bank of all the schools in Masindi, of all the ceilings in terms of infrastructure, in terms of the staffing, so that at the fingertips, I'm able to know which schools are lacking and which need first priority. Most of the planning at the district do not take priority into consideration. They do not plan for the most needy. As a leader, I want to prioritize according to the needs of the schools and their location. Two, as leaders, we must be able to lobby, both from the government, from other development partners, to help us in the education sector. We can lobby organizations and individuals to set up schools to cover up the gap that the government is unable to fulfill in due time. During my course of service as a local government, I have been involved in lobbying. As a leader, you must lobby and lobby highly to ensure that your schools are performing very well. In my manifesto, I'm going to partner up with the parents and the teachers to make sure that there is a relationship that they play a part in the supervision. There is a lacking part in supervision that you find the teachers are not in place. The teachers are not in place at the right time because of lack of supervision. In the schools that I have been, the parents play a very big part in ensuring their children learn and learn very well. That's in my manifesto.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Kiria. Because of time, I will have to use 3 minutes as we are responding to these questions. Now, again to you, Mr. Biaru Gaba. Yes, I know a lot of Biaruhanga, so when I call you Biaruhanga, kindly accept. But for now, let's do Mr. Biaru Gaba. So you're talking about the ratio of the teachers to children, and I think in your opinion, you did mention that the teachers are quite less. Okay, speaking about managing the current teachers, because when you say they are less, while we still have an issue of management, how practical is it going to be to see that when we staff more, we are in position to pay them, but also to manage them? Because you did mention that there is an issue of absenteeism, and yet while we still have these less numbers. But also you spoke about lobbying. The question of lobbying is put up all the time, but also it is a response that most of you candidates do mention. Practically make us understand how this lobbying will work, but also how the teachers are going to be manageable with payments and the other things. Thank you. In a minute.
In my manifesto, I have the provision that I'm going to struggle my level best to ensure that primary schools and other schools have staff houses. When a teacher sleeps at the school, he's able to teach very well our children and is able to reach school in due time. Two, about lobbying, I have been involved in lobbying. Even districts that lobby, my mode of lobbying is going to be that I'm involving every leader. If we move to the ministry, for example, we move as a team and present our case, and I know the ministry would answer our problem. What's been happening in Masindi, each leader has been lobbying individually, and this has caused imbalances in development in the school. For example, if you look at Masindi, Bururi County today has more seed schools than other counties because they have the leaders in Bururi have lobbied. If they had lobbied as a team, there would be no imbalances in the school development, especially of the seed schools.
All right. Yeah, sorry. 1 minute. Lastly, for you, the staff houses. I'm mentioning the staff houses versus the district still suffering just classroom blocks. I feel like that is very impractical for us to have people having the teachers constructed staff houses while we do not even have straight classroom blocks and while we also suffer very huge numbers. Kindly elaborate on that.
My intention is that I'm going to lobby through other development partners for the staff houses. I know I have partners who can come in to help the district to ensure that we have staff houses. I cannot say that these staff houses will be built in one day, but in a case by case, gradually, we can achieve when we build staff houses at our schools.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Biaruhanga. Biarugaba Godfrey. Thank you so much. Let me get to you, Mr. Tom Chiwesi, aka Mudogwalu Yira. Now, we're going to be speaking still about education, children. Now, girls and children with disabilities are the most affected by school dropouts in this district. Now, what...
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Then I'll end with that one. So, education issues, what I have is to educate. Education aims at helping and teaching young generations and the youth and the adults to acquire a knowledge of various subjects. Skills, social vocational skills. Have values, religious values, cultural values, national values, and moral values. Education is formal, provided through primary schools, secondary schools, tertiary schools, or education is in normal form taught through adults groups and practical skills. Education is a service which provides and prepare the human resource. The different professionals, teachers and engineers, lawyers and doctors, employment in various places, that comes from educating people. So, you give me 3 minutes, so let me. Education needs infrastructures. We need classes. We need laboratories. We need computers in our schools, dormitories, playgrounds, and even workshops. So, education also needs a policy issues. E.g., we need manpower. Manpower needs salaries. We have infrastructures and development. And those stands. So we need also and we need education needs monitoring and supervision, which I'm going to do when I become chairman, LC5.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Tom Chiwesi. Thank you so much for elaborating more about what education is, but also what it entails in general. Now, just again going back to the question, we need to understand the vulnerable group of people, that is the children the girls, but also those that are living with disabilities. How are you going to be in position to incorporate these in your leadership, but also improve their education?
So we are going. Thank you, Mr. Moderator. I want to visit schools, especially headmasters, to allow those people, disability people, vulnerable people, to allow them to enter in their schools. Because people, mainly the headmasters, all the people, peoples of schools, they don't allow those disability people to enter in the schools because of their lives. Now, for me, when I become chairman LOC5, I'm going to convince teachers at least to help those people to enter in their schools, to have a good knowledge, because those people are also important to us. Secondly, we are going to also to lob funds from other wishers to help those people. I hope they will do that when we talk to them.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Tom Chiwesi Mudogwa. And I believe the voters outside there have been able to pick up from your views, and they'll be able to do the best suitable. So I do, basing on what we have had so far on education. We are just doing a cross-examination. We've all had each other's view on how he is going to tackle the issue of education. He has talked about convincing, you talked about lobbying, because you have some tactics, you have some experience in doing the lobbying, and the other things you're going to be able to do to see that the education in Masindi moves at least to another standard. So, in 1 minute, to each candidate, do a cross-examination from what you've heard from any of your colleagues in 1 minute. I will begin with Mr. Biaru Gaba Godfrey.
Thank you, moderator. I want to challenge Honorable Kiria, Mr. Kiria Moses. The notion that he's the most educated is wrong, erroneous, and unfounded. I possess the highest qualification in procurement. I'm MSIPS. I hold a bachelor degree of social sciences from Makerere University. I hold a postgraduate diploma in public administration. I hold a certificate in administrative law. And I want to challenge him that he's a qualified lawyer. That aside, I want to say to the people of Masindi that qualifications and high-level professional qualifications do not profess a good leader. A good leader must have qualities. One of the qualities of a good leader is timekeeping. I was the first here. I want to complain actually. I was here at 8. We should have started at 8. We are now running this marathon and we cannot present our ideas fully. My colleagues came very late and they are part of the problem that we're having only 1 hour of this debate. I had a lot of material and I may not be able to present it because of the late nature of my colleagues. As a leader, and in my history as a civil servant with Masindi local government, I've actually got certificates of recognition in timekeeping and being efficient in service delivery. That's 1. 2, I want to challenge that in the tackling the education, if you do not tackle the issue of the teachers being enough in the teaching, you will not have tackle the problem of education.
Okay. Thank
Two-
you so much. 1 minute. So I go to Mr. Tom Chwesi. You cross-examine basing on what your other leaders seated right beside you have aired out. Cross-examine their views in 1 minute.
As I said, I'm a local person. This is I think I'm suitable to give us a chance to lead this Masindi district, because they said we are ABC. So for us, as a local person, I'm suitable to do that, to bring prosperity in the Masindi district.
Okay. I go to the last person, that is Mr. Chiria Moses. In 1 minute, you cross-examine basing on the issues that have been aired out. In 1 minute.
I understand when you say cross-examined as a land friend. My colleague, Honorable Yarugava, you said we started late. Why did the team apologize that we have started late? Because we kept waiting together here. What do you mean by saying we came late, yet we were here waiting for the system to start? And then two, lobbying for schools to have classrooms over what constructed. You have been a civil servant at the district, and I have been your supervisor. We have been struggling to pray that you retire in peace because of contracts problem, a team that you have been heading. Now, how are you going to lead the district now, after we have been praying that you retire in peace before you are arrested because of contract problem?
Okay, Mr. Biarugaba, I'm giving you 30 seconds to respond to that.
That's a wide question that I can't answer in 30 seconds.
1 minute.
I want to challenge my colleague that they have been praying that I retire. I retired peacefully in due time, having clocked the retirement period. Allegations. The problem with Masindi is that smear campaign, smear politics has actually derailed our good politics. I worked with Masindi's local government. I retired peacefully and honorably. And the issue of contracts cannot be handled by one person. It's a process, it's a system. It cannot be tagged to one person. And I challenge him that you cannot handle a procurement as a single person. And there is no procurement that has failed during my time because of my cause. So that allegation is unfounded, and I dismiss it. However, I have this to say, that as a civil servant, I have learned flaws in the planning process that have derailed the education process, which I, as an upcoming leader, I will not do if given the chance. The planning has not been involving all stakeholders, and we actually plan for schools while leaving the most needy ones.
Mr. Biarugaba, the 1 minute is up, and you've also been able to catch a few seconds right there. All right, now, still to start with you, we're going to another thematic area that is about transparency and social accountability. And I'll start right with you on the issues of corruption. Now, given that at least you've had some experience, more especially at Masindi District Local Government, but also being a land person in procurement, I would like to understand, corruption allegations continue to affect district projects. How will you fight corruption within your own administration, including among your political allies, considering the allegations that happen at Masindi District Local Government based on corruption?
Thank you very much, Moderator. As a leader, I will not involve myself in contracts. As a leader, I will not put any pressure on a staff for contracts, either to favor the people I want, but I will make sure that the processes and procedures are followed to the dot. I have no role to play in those processes. The problem that the districts have happened because there have been interests and pressures affecting the processes. 2, I want to play a very big key role in supervision and monitoring. The supervision and monitoring has not involved all the key stakeholders. The leaders at the local level have not been involved. The contract managers have not played their roles in contract management. As a political leader, I will play my role to ensure that I'm involving key stakeholders in those processes. 3, accountability. All officers should be accountable for their actions. And I want to give the freedom to the civil servants to do their roles in the right procedures. Anyone that fails on the procedure should be held accountable without due interference. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Viaru Gaba Godfrey. All right, I'll get straight to you, Mr. Tom Chiwesi, because now getting to the district, still about issues to do with social accountability and transparency. We have had an issue of staffing that up to date, there are people that are working in certain government positions, while they do not qualify, but also while they do not have what it takes to be in those offices. Now, the District Service Commission has been accused of favoritism and favoritism in recruitment. What reforms will you push to restore fairness and merit?
Thank you, Mr. Moderator.
In 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. For me, I'm against corruption. And I know when I get that seat, I recruit capable people in my regime. Because now what I heard that they are recruiting people who are not capable or are not suitable in that place, in that position. But for me, I recruit people who are suitable in that position to take our district up, like even to be better than other districts. That's to be my duty, to have a look all the staffs I have in the district.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Tom Chiwesi. I really don't know how, because I've not clearly picked up how really best you're going to be able to fight this corruption. You said you're going to fight corruption, but how? What strategies are you going to use to fight this corruption?
So I think I will see when I locate somebody to do a work, I should give us the accountability.
And are you aware that accountability can also be forged?
I don't think I think I will control it.
Okay, we truly hope so that you'll be able to control it. I think at this time I'll go to Mr. Kiria Moses. Internal fights among district leaders have delayed service delivery in Masindi district. How will you manage disagreements without paralyzing the district?
There are 2 or 3 things.
You respond in 3 minutes.
Yes. 2 or 3 things. One, is I am a person who is learned and who knows how to interpret procedures. What has been causing some of those problems is failure to interpret policies and procedures. But the fact that I know that, and I will be at helm of the district, I will guide very well in interpreting procedures of running government. And that one will solve the problem of infights. Then two,
So this means your time. I think I'll give you 1 minute to wrap up before I shoot a simple question.
two, I have been running council and I understand how council operates. So even when I'm no longer the one running council, I will be aware how councils are run, and the two authorities will balance. Because what has been causing some of this is failure to understand what are the roles of council and what are the roles of other leaders. Those ones will come to an end because I understand them very well.
Mr. Chira, to the best of my knowledge, I know that you've been the speaker of the district. And there are some issues that rose up of the fightings that were well known to everybody in the district. And amongst them, your name was cited. So you are learned. I really don't know. Sometimes they ask, do we have the way we handle tough and difficult situations? Or do we have anger management between ourselves at a personal level? So you've been the speaker, and yet we still had these fights come up, even in the council. What is it now that you're going to do? Because I know the term has already come to an end. It's a few months. What is it that you're going to do to end these fights in the 5 years that you're looking up to? In 1 minute.
I will use an example. District properties have a procedure through which they are given out. And one of those is an approval of council in giving out a district property. Now tomorrow, as somebody sits in office and gives out a district property as an individual because he's in office, and then later council learns that somebody has given out a district property, then council stops that. Somebody will call that infight, but somebody who understands procedure will know that council is doing its role, and that has been the challenge.
All right, thank you so much for putting forward that challenge, Mr. Kyria Moses, and thank you so much for that experience. All right, ladies and gentlemen that are watching us live, thank you so much for keeping it live on Welcome TV. The comments are quite very many, but also the question to the candidates have quite was, but also I'll pick one. Is Mr. Biaruga at a technical level that he thinks? Let me get the question once from the audience.
From Ronald Biakagaba. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. My name is Yago to sit in the council, Kiruli sub-county, because I'm an opposite. I thank the candidates. Mine is going to Mr. Daz. Mine about so much about, we had a chance of getting the university here. But as we are hearing from the Gwika, you had your own personal battles, and you made all of us to fail to get the university. Even up now we are in the saga, because the land was there, leaders were ready to give it out, but you as a person, you failed. Was it right? Because you wanted to follow the procedures as the council and the Masindi failed to get the university. Thank you very much.
Okay, back to the moderator.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Byakagaba, for that question. So I will start with Mr. Byarugaba Godfrey answering the online question that came through from Asibazuyo Gertrude, but also thereafter, in just 1 minute, right? And then 1 minute for you, Mr. Kiria, so that we can conclude this debate. When you finish, you can give your closing remark, and you could do the same. And then finally, we shall have Tom Kiwesi conclude as well.
Thank you very much, moderator. The question goes that I was a procurement officer at the district. What did I do that I want to do? There is a very big difference between a civil servant and a political leader. A civil servant performs the roles as per the procedures. I worked as a civil servant. I retired very peacefully and honorably. But as a politician, I want to serve Masindi's local government. I want to be involved in the planning and the decision-making of a district of Masindi. To me, there are decisions that have been made in the past that I wouldn't make as a leader, and I want to make it a difference. My manifesto is very clear. Moderator, I want to say we have not had sufficient time to air out all our views. I have a very fat manifesto that tackles every
Apologies.
sector of Masindi's
Apologies
of
for
Masindi
that.
district leadership.
We can never have enough time. But
One
next
thing I
time
want to
better.
say, I want to be a leader
Okay.
that is sober. One of the problems Masindi has lacked is sober leadership.
All right.
I want to be a leader that unites. I want to be a leader that consults.
Okay.
And I have these qualities.
All right. In
As a
45
person.
seconds, kindly conclude and also ask for the vote.
So I want to talk to the people of Masindi and say, among the people that have stood, I am the most qualified, I'm the most experienced, I'm the most sober. We stood in the primaries of NRM, and I beat my contestants hands down because of my good manifesto, because of my good conduct. I want to appeal to the people of Masindi, don't make a mistake to vote a leader that will not take Masindi well, that will not bring peace, harmony to Masindi, that will not unite the people of Masindi, that will not patriotically deliver service to the people. I am the most person, I am experienced, I know what I'm going to do. I have walked throughout the district, I've presented myself, and I want to thank the people of Masindi that they have accepted me well, and I'm still coming. Even today I'm going out to the field. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Mr. Byarugaba Godfrey. You did mention you're a good timekeeper, but you're starting to fail me. Let me get to Mr. Kiria in response, but also ask for the vote and give you a closing remark.
I want to use this opportunity to answer this question, but at the same time inform the people of Masindi that it is not true that we lost the university. Those who are saying it are just ignorant. They don't know what to tell people. The University of Bunyoro is a collegiate university, which is supposed to cover three areas: Greater Hoima, Greater Masindi, Greater Kibale. And what we agreed was the main campus shall be in Greater Hoima. Masindi shall have a best science, a science-based collegiate, and Kibale shall have an agricultural-based department. So we agreed with Ministry of Education and the Prime Minister's office that we cannot start branches before the main campus exists, because it is where administration is done. And because the resources are not enough, they had to start with the main campus, which is in Hoima, and then later we shall move to the branches in Kibale and Masindi. So it is not true that we lost it. So I want to ask the people of Masindi to truly choose the best leader, and who will really take the district ahead, other than basing on these other things that may not help us. I want to tell the people of Masindi that I did not steal the flag like others did. I want to request the people of Masindi to forget about the issue of flags, but vote a right candidate. I have been in NRM more than all of this. I thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Kiria. Moses, I hope you don't take flag issues personal. All right. Let's get to Tom Chiwesi. I'll give you a closing remark. closing remark and ask for the vote.
Okay.
In 1 minute.
First of all, I have Mr. Kiria and Mr. Kiria and Mr. Gaetano. Both you are NLM. Why don't you step down and leave Tom Chiwes? To have new ideas to our people Masindi district for good prosperity. That's my question to these people.
Or we cannot answer questions now. But in 20 seconds, in 20 seconds, kindly conclude.
I request all Masindi's voters to give him vote. Then we go to Uganda in Piak. So give me the votes, and we change district to prosperity. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Tom Chiwesi.
Kiria and other leaders of Masindi. The issue of the university has not been handled very well. The people are ignorant of what he's talking about. If there's anything, tell the people of Masindi about the status of the university. Don't leave them in limbo
and suspense. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Byarugaba Godfrey. It has been good having you on this particular debate. He is from the NRM camp, and he is the flag bearer on the seat of LOC5. On the seat of LOC5 for Masindi district. Then next to him was Mr. Moses Kiria, who is an independent candidate, also vying for the seat of Local Council 5 chairperson, Masindi district. Thank you so much, the audience, for the productive questions, but also our online viewers. Thank you so much for keeping it live on Ocam TV. We're going to be getting into another session of the debate that is for the mayors, and we hope, yes, you can be in position to be here to send in those questions. I don't know if they will be with the mandate to answer questions about the university, but we can have that for another day. For now, I want to hand you over to the host as our honorables to be take their seats in the audience. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that session. Welcome back from that session. Yeah, you're free to move to the audience. And I want the chairs. You know, I always love it when I see people people greeting each other after questions. You know, someone was like, it's not easy to sit in front of a camera, but I want to thank you very much, the chairs, for the time and for the giving us the information that we wanted. Now, next we are going to be having the mayors, but I want to thank Mr. Bagada. Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. And those who've been in the audience, thank you very much. And now we have been having the team. These were the LOC5 that have been on here, and now we are waiting for the mayors. And I think in the audience I can see one aspirant was there, has already arrived. But I will first go through some messages here from the online team. We had very many people on, and we still have many people on. Really, it has been amazing. Thank you very much for following. Thank you very much for all. Now we are going to come back just in a bit. So online viewers, those who have been on, Sapax was on. Many messages were coming through from our viewers. Now, viewers, I request you to keep on since we are going to bring up the mayors just in a few minutes. Here we are going to be bringing out the mayors, and then we also hear from what they are saying. Today we are saying Masindi decides at 2026. What they have said, what the LOC5s have said. It is up to you, the voter, to decide who to go with, because we had Biarugaba, who is standing on the position of NRM, is a flag bearer for NRM. We had Kiria, who is independent. Then we had Mudogwarulira, that one's for Nope. Is known for Nope. That's why it's called Mudogwarulira. People call him Mudogwarulira. Is for Nope. So we are coming back to see what the mayors going to tell us now. Amanyere Rogers, who is going to be here, and we shall have Kyomohendo. We also going to be a part. We shall have Sovos Peter, nawe ajakubaloho. Then Bongomin Mili Matemba, who is also going to be a part of our today's debate. So, ladies and gentlemen, as from the debates that are happening, it is up to you, the voter, to choose who are you taking, who are you voting. You know, voting right now, we are waiting for January. We only have few weeks to reach that time where we are going to be voting. My name is Bani Alpha, and today I'm the programmer, or I'm the host. So I want to get a program, but I'm the host of today's debate, and the moderators are set to question or to ask questions. So if you're also in an audience, you are allowed to be asking questions or to be commenting on the what the candidates that are coming will be saying. So when your comment is there, we shall be reading all the comments and to see that we move on well. Right now, we are waiting for the mayors, and with, I think, in time to come, we are going to be inviting them to sit on the panel for questioning. You know, today we have a lot for you. We have the, now, this is the list of what we have today. Now, so far, the LOC 5 is done, the set is done. For the MPs, we shall have them. Also, they will be coming through. The MPs will be coming through. And then we shall have also the woman MPs. We shall expect to have a Simwe Key, Abando Meta, who have come the mayor who has already arrived. Mr. Kyomuendo Palekuija, thank you for yeah, we are waiting for others. Kwenda Kisindi Kateni, the debate from the mayor. Mayor nambere otaba sanze tukulinda aba mayor. Oli wavugabe kuikala nambere kuule mirembe. Oli wavugabe kuikala nambere kuule mirembe. Borono ula emirembe ni hao henye. Aba MP babujenje nabo bajja kuba of those places. We shall have tukumulinda nawe Kasumba Rogers nawe ajja kuba naija hano. Nyama ya Wilson nawe ajja kuba na showing up sahezo tukwan tugenda debate yaba MPs abankaha ababujenje. So that's how it's going to be today. So please don't miss out anything. Don't miss to question. Now, when we come to the Masindi Municipality Parliamentary Debate, when we have the MPs here, we expect Rogers Biamukama, NRM flag bearer, and this FDC. We shall have Biaruhanga Cosmas. Then we shall have Stephen Nope. So we are getting no, and to hear we are seeing the arrive Rogers nawe aloho kando ikiwale kuija that debate and know what do this to be know. We shall be reading these questions. We shall be thrown on TikTok. I know most of people, some of them expecting questions, and mayor to have a good time. We are waiting to see. Watching us, keep time start, and I would request the honorable mayors who have come to come and request them to come and take their seats because of Honorable Bongomin. I would request people to come and find us when we are there. Yeah. Thank you for coming. We are. I saw I would request you to sit in the middle here. Ow. So,
That what? The directive is clear. I'm the only flag bearer on this debate.
now,
Independent candidate and who
we are waiting.
maybe he has a right to chase me from the party. There's no way.
I was requesting.
It's okay. This one is going away. They are our insignias. I'm an NRM party member. Yes, which is okay. There's no way I will live here.
We are wasting time.
It's only with me. There is nothing like that. Have you heard that? That's why.
Sort this immediately.
Go.
Through this, we are wasting time. Through this, we are wasting time.
For NRM, the right to wear this casual because I'm an NRM.
I'm humbly requesting that we come immediately. Now, we are getting to have you all already here.
It's okay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as we are handling this, now we're going to take a. I would request we handle this faster because we are time spent. People, the mayors came early, and we don't know what is happening right now. I can see Amani, Peter is for the rest. So we are going to be ready for. So those who are allowed to have questions when that's been long.
You cannot.
Let's start. I think we should come down and we start the debate. Let's get to order. We want to request all the mayors to come back. The mayor kickstart. The audience. I humbly the audience try to let's calm down. Those viewing us, please keep the comments coming. Already, I want to see how we will go. And tutandika. Honorable Bongomin, we are starting. Honorable Bongomin, we are starting right. Immediately we start this debate. So let Honorable Nakalema, thank you for coming. Yeah. And we are starting immediately. We are waiting for one person to get her seat. Then we start. So audience, thank you for coming. The mayors, thank you for honoring our invitation and for coming. Yeah, I request we get down, we humble ourselves, and then we start the debate because all the viewers are waiting to hear from you. The voters are waiting to hear from you. So let's calm down, let's do the debate, and then we see. Are we ready? Okay, fine, thank you.
Thank you very much, our programmer, Bunny. My name is Patricia, and I'm going to be taking us through today. To our viewers online, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you're viewing all over the world. This is Masindi Decides, FDC, Forum for Democratic Change. And next to him, we're having an independent candidate, although he's wearing an independent candidate. And next to him, we have the NRM flag bearer, who is wearing a suit, is Mr. Amanyire Road, Madam Nakalema at the municipality, who Businga, maybe he'll elaborate that because I know that last time he was carrying the flag and I do not know why he's here on independent ticket for now. as we do this, we are having microphones, but please do not get tempted to use the microphone when you are not yet supposed to use it. And when the other person is speaking, please respect their opinion and do not interject, because we are all going to have equal time to speak. Cross-examination is going to be allowed, so please do not start cross-examining before. And that is why we are going to start now, and I'll give my co-moderator to introduce himself, and he will go ahead and ask the very first question.
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Yosam Guchwaki, the co-moderator of today's debate, where we are having candidates for Masindi municipality. And you are live on LKM TV, where you are going to be viewing us both on our social media platforms and also those who are streaming live. It's okay. I just want to thank our audience for honoring our invitation, and also for the candidates for mobilizing your supporters to join us. My name is Yosam Guchwaki, and I'm going to also be a moderator of today's debate. And as she has clearly stated, all of you have equal time, equal opportunity. You are all going to be respected. No one is above the other. Here, we are all equal. And my first question is going to be, go to all of you as candidates, and we're going to address you as candidates. We don't address you as honorables. Don't get worried. So my first question goes to all of you. Would like to know why you interested yourselves in contesting for this position. And I'm going to start with the incumbent. Why did you decide to come back? You have 3 minutes.
Thank you very much, the moderator. My name is Kyomuhendo Businge Ronald Atenyi, the mayor of Masindi municipality, and aspiring mayor at the same time. I'm supposed to be leaving office. My term of office, which is running now, ends in May of 2026. But I interested myself in standing again as mayor because of very, very many reasons, which I'll be elaborating here. Masindi municipality has been headed by myself for the last about 4.5 years, and very many things have been achieved. And those which have not been concluded yet is the reason why I chose to offer myself again and stand so that I complete all the projects that I will elaborate as we move on.
Okay, thank you. We are giving you 2 minutes, but you have managed your time well. Yes, Asina Nakalema, candidate. You can also explain to the audience and the viewers. Remember, this thing is not only in Masindi, but it is an international debate now, because even someone who is German, is watching live. So, Nakalema, you can explain to us.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. The way I've told you, this is Nakalema Asina. Why I came to contest as a person, to me, as a person deep at heart, I'm seeing that there is a loophole. There are some things which are not coming out properly. Much as